You're good. I'll call this special business meeting of the Waco ISD Board of Trustees to order. All items discussed or voted upon this evening have been posted as required by state law. I extend a warm welcome to any visitors or those watching on television. Our purpose is to set goals, listen to the reports of the superintendent, approve budgets, contracts, and personnel appointments, and make policy for the district. We're not here to make management decisions or solve problems of individuals. Management is the responsibility of the superintendent and her staff. Public comment. I don't have any. Okay. No one has signed up tonight to speak to the board. And so tonight we have exciting first step for the construction of GW Carver. And our wonderful new Chief Officer of Facilities and Operations is going to present GMP number one of many GMPs going forward regarding Carver: demolition, steel, HVAC equipment, roofing, and insulation. Welcome.
Well, good evening, Madam President, members of the board, Dr. Kincannon. We're entering a very exciting time. The first GMP on the GW Carver Middle School. This GMP, we're proposing that you approve it. It's going to allow us to pre-purchase equipment that has been identified as long lead so that we minimize any chance for delay to the construction process. This includes the air conditioning equipment. It includes roofing and insulation and steel, joist, deck, beams, and columns. So all of that we're ordering early. It also includes the demolition of the existing campus. So this will give the contractor the opportunity to get in and get started and cleaned up, and then when we bring GMP number 2, the idea is they just keep going forward. So we're gaining some time and allowing them as much time as possible to build the building.
How many GMPs are we going to have with Carver?
We're planning for 3 right now. Okay. Yes, we're planning.
This one is close to $9 million, and then we'll have a big chunk.
We'll have another smaller chunk and then a big chunk. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Just for those on the board who haven't gone through the construction process before, this is the guaranteed maximum price of the identified scope, which she described for us is just to allow them to get started ordering, because I hear that supply costs are a bit unpredictable right now.
Yes.
So, does anybody else have any questions? Okay.
I did want to emphasize that we have one local bidder that has been selected to do this work, the Johnson Roofing, who is local, and they are providing the roofing, insulation, materials, and installation.
Okay, good. Thank you for mentioning that.
Okay.
I move that we accept the administration's recommendation.
Thank you, Ms. Cordaway. Thank you, Mr. Vidania, for that second. Any further discussion, questions? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. Thank you.
Thank you.
Exciting.
Thank you.
Next is an item that we couldn't have anticipated last time we met, but appropriate to consider a resolution to pay employees due to our bad weather last week. Dr. Kincannon.
Yes, this is pretty straightforward, just what it says, a resolution to pay employees for last Thursday and Friday for our bad weather event. Policy says the board is responsible for approving a resolution to pay employees, and we're bringing that to you primarily as an issue of employee morale. We want to take care of our employees. It's been a really challenging year. Sometimes you might see employees having to make up bad weather days. In this case, our employees have been covering for each other, especially during the month of January with the Omicron variant. And so we would like to pay everyone for those 2 days and not have employees have to make them up.
Are you entertaining a motion? Because I gladly.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Cordaway. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Izzetti. I was going to let y'all arm wrestle, but you're kind of far away from each other, so. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none. Thank you for bringing that forward, and certainly we want to take care of our employees, especially when something like this unprecedented happens on top of everything else. Yeah. Okay, so at this time, the board's going to go into closed session pursuant to the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551.074, regarding personnel, evaluation of superintendent, and other employee matters. We will be reconvening in open session. I do not think it will be at least an hour and a half, and we will not be taking any action. So unless you're just a glutton for punishment and want to sit here by yourself, you're welcome to stay, but there will not be any action when we return other than to adjourn the meeting. So thank you. Good night. The board is reconvening after being in closed session where no action was taken, and at this time we will adjourn. Good night.